Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So again, going over my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the SPY again, leading into next week's CPI and Fed rate hike, coming out with the doji candle after yesterday's doji candle. Will we continue to get rejected on the lower end of our 20-day moving average here, or will we continue on higher here? I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for. Now, before I jump into this, you guys can do me a huge favor, smash that like button if you find this video useful at all. Hit subscribe if you want to see my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the market every single day. We go over candle structure, overall strength levels, and any key indicators that we need to be focused on. And again, if you are a day trader or you are looking for very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day in the Instables, and again, we mention any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY, again, coming out with the doji candle after yesterday's doji candle. As you guys can see, again, indecisive as we are leading into next week's CPI and Fed rate hike. Again, we have CPI on Tuesday, and then we have our Fed rate hike on Wednesday. So the question is, are we going to continue on higher here, or will we continue on lower, since we have been increasing in sell pressure here on the MACD? So looking at our MACD here, again, looking at our overall strength, as you guys can see, again, continuing with that increase in sell pressure. No white shaded lines coming in quite yet for that decrease in strength to the downside. So again, we're looking for white shaded lines for that decrease in sell pressure to show that we are going to try to continue on with increases in buy pressure to show that we could possibly curl back up here with our EMA lines, which will give us that possible continuation. As you guys can see, no white shaded lines coming in quite yet. We are going to see exactly what comes out going into tomorrow. Again, we have PPI coming out 1 hour before market open, which will give us possible anticipation leading into CPI on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, again, we have Powell speaking with our next Fed rate hike, which is expected to be a 50-point base rate hike. Again, Jerome Powell mentioning that it is likely that we have a decrease in rates leading into December when we got our gap up here. And so the question has been, are we going to continue on with that anticipation here, or are we going to continue to cool down here as we got a doji candle on the upper end of our channel? Again, we have been getting multiple rejections on the upper end of our channel. This is what we have been trying to avoid, and we did avoid, again, as you guys can see, getting that rejection that we did have multiple times here. So what we're looking for is that proof of concept on the upper end of our channel to show us that we will continue here. As you guys can see, with our 20 days still curling up and then our 50 days still curling up, mentioning yesterday that we still are looking for that possible bounce back. As you guys can see, again, showing us ultimate strength here to show that we can continue. Will be again on the upper end of our channel, showing us that bullish candle structure, a possible pullback after a gap up, and then a possible engulfing candle to show that we are surely respecting the upper end of our channel. That is exactly what we're looking for. So as far as if we have room to run to the upside, as you guys can see, we are not in overbought territory. Again, we did have our divergence, which gave us our nice rally here, and again, a very nice divergent move that we did mention a long time ago now. And now we are looking to see if we will jump into overbought territory once again. We are still not in overbought territory, giving Powell and CPI next week room to run to the upside. In my opinion, we'll see exactly what happens. We are not breaking into higher highs here, so we are not continuing on with strength quite yet. So we are going to see if we do continue on with strength, if we can bounce back above our 20-day moving average leading into next week is what we're looking for. We're going to see if we can continue on with this bounce and at least jump back above our 20 to see if we can get that proof of concept on the upper end of our channel. If that does not happen, then we will continue on with strength to the downside and possibly cool down to our 0.681 fib. Again, if we continue on with sell pressure, then we can come down to our 0.618 fib, again, a 386 level if we continue to pull back here. However, if we continue to bounce back above, again, we're looking for that proof of concept on the upper end of our channel here. Again, letting the play come to us is going to be very key. Again, with PPI coming out tomorrow, 1 hour before market open, we'll see exactly how the market holds up leading into next week with CPI and our Fed rate hike. Now, looking at our largest indicator that we have been tracking, as you guys can see, again, getting a continuation on that rejection below our 20-day moving average here, following through with that rejection, looking to see if we will drop down below our support level that we have here at 104. Again, looking to see if we get that bearish candle structure below our support level is exactly what we have been looking for, to see if we can continue on with that strength on the SPY. Again, when we get weakness on the dollar, we get strength in the market. So again, we're looking for that continuation below our support level that we bounced from. Again, mentioning our support level multiple times before, bouncing exactly here on the dot. So again, looking to see if we will drop down below that support level to see if we will follow through with that weakness here on the dollar. It's exactly key. It's exactly what we're looking for. Again, leading into next week's CPI and Fed rate hike, will very much determine exactly where we're going to head next. So we are looking at the dollar, but we also very much are looking at data, because that very much will predicate exactly how much strength the dollar has here. And again, just to remind you guys, like I said, again, Powell mentioned literally that it's likely that we're going to have a decrease in Fed rate hikes coming into this December. So again, there is no surprise if we continue on with any anticipation to the upside, but there's also no surprise if we have any fear coming in tomorrow, 1 hour before market open. Again, if we have a bad PPI coming in tomorrow, then we can anticipate that possible increase in CPI coming in on Tuesday. And again, that could be that continuation on a cool down, or that could be that continuation on higher with that decrease in CPI that we had prior. Again, we had a continuation from our decrease in CPI after we had, again, Nick Timmeros mentioning that possible Fed pivot. And so we have been sitting on anticipation of a possible Fed pivot. And now with Powell again mentioning that it is likely, then we will be looking to see if we can continue on with this anticipation. If for some reason Powell does not go through with this decrease in rates, then we can take away this anticipation, and that is what the market is fearful of. We do not want to see any lies from Jerome Powell. It is not likely that he is going to lie. In my opinion, it's very likely that we get that decrease in rates again next Wednesday with Jerome Powell. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader, if you're looking for very volatile breakouts, we mentioned any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day. For example, if you guys saw PHVS mentioning them in pre-market on news, having an amazing breakout here, again mentioning them under $4 in pre-market, jumping up over $11 on the day. An amazing breakout that we had on the day, again over 100% on the day. Go to instables.com in the description below, and only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you instables that come over every single day and support the channel, again, a very nice breakout here, letting the plays come to us like we had here with PHVS, again, breaking above pre-market high, breaking above our $5 psychological resistance, breaking above multiple levels that we could have played here with PHVS. A very nice run on the day, and we will continue to take what the market gives us like we do have here with PHVS. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.